Oh, hey guys, it's Chris here from Snowy Joey. And yeah, I'm just about to start the live webinar now. And so yeah, if you can see this see the page on the screen, just tell me by checking in on Twitter. And then I'll get started once everyone's here. So just go to that URL there on the page, snowyjoey.com.au/check-in. And yeah, I'll get started on the webinar shortly. And for the people just joining the webinar now, yeah, just go to that page, just check in on Twitter, and then I'll get started very shortly with the webinar. Okay, cool. I can see there's a fair few people checked in now, and so I'll just get started. And so yeah, on the webinar today, I'll be going over how your kids can build a six-figure snow cone stand business after finishing high school, even if they have no idea where to start or how to run a business. And so who's this for? This is for parents of Year 12 students graduating high school this year. Parents who want their kids to learn some real business skills and build a great foundation for them becoming young entrepreneurs. Maybe people who want to start a fun family business with their kids. And people who want to run a successful business and give back to their local community. And also people that may want an excellent second income as well. And so what you'll learn in the webinar today is how two ordinary people in Toowoomba in Queensland made over $1,500 in one day while donating $200 cash back to their local community. That was just a small touch football carnival. The reason why I'm mentoring young entrepreneurs to build their first successful business, the 3 steps to running a highly profitable snow cone stand, and then more about the Snowy Joey Business Mentorship course and how you can join the cost and the course outline. So first of all, yeah, here's just a bit of background about me, different media articles I've been in. The left one there from the Courier Mail, the right one from Brisbane Business News. And here's some other ones from Northside Chronicle, different business publications like Flying Solo, Entrepreneur News, just different publications I've been publishing over the years. And when I first started the business, it was back in 2006, and we took a picture there of the first ever event. And at that time, I was attending university and studying business management at the University of Queensland, while I sold snow cones on the weekends. And then in between assignments, I'd call local clubs and schools about coming to their sports events to sell snow cones. And so after 2 years, I graduated from uni, and then I got a full-time job and kept selling snow cones on weekends. But in 2008, about 3 months into the job, I got fired, and then I dedicated 100% of my time just to Snowy Joey and selling snow cones. And the turning point in the business was probably when I brought on my mum, Roseanne, who started handling all the business operations. We started bringing on more corporate clients. We built relationships with hundreds of local clubs and schools to be their fundraising vendor of choice by marketing consistently for over 5 years. And we started attending 5 to 10 events per weekend, putting smiles on kids' faces and raising money for our local community. So where are we now? So at the moment, we've got over 400 customers, 4 full-time staff, 1 part-time, and 10 casual workers. We've been published in the Courier Mail, news.com.au, Brisbane Business News, Sydney Morning Herald, and plus a lot more. And we've also been 2 times My Business Awards finalist. And so here's just some funny pictures that we've had from out in events. There's one there, me doing a handstand with a snow cone, me there with a mate selling snow cones at the Roma Cup races. One at the bottom there where we took a boombox along to one of our events selling snow cones. And here's just some of the crew that's involved in the team. So Roseanne, our operations manager. That's me, the marketing tech guy. Matt, the maintenance man. Gibbo, the customer happiness hero. Jay, one of our other customer happiness heroes. And Snowy Joey, our mascot, our breakdancing kangaroo mascot. And so here's a case study that I wanted to show you guys. And so it was at there were 2 people who came on board and were business partners and ran their own Snowy Joey snow cone stand. And then at their very first event, they sold 318 snow cones, and with total sales over $1,500 just at a small touch football carnival. And they were able to donate $200 cash back to the club. So it was win-win. They were able to make some money, and they were also able to donate some money back to the club. And so that's the case study there of Debbie and Melissa. And then some of our customers that we have include Australia Zoo. There's a picture there of us at the Zoo Run charity event. Queensland Reds are one of our customers. We attended the Reds Fan Day. You can see there on the left, we sold $981 of snow cones, where we sold 207. And the Redcliffe Dolphins, we went to the NRL trial, Broncos versus Cowboys. Sales were just over 2,700. We sold 326 snow cones on that day and donated $287 back to the club. And so, yeah, I was just going to show you guys the profit margins for snow cones. Because a lot of people know that the profit margins are really good, but they probably don't know exactly how good. So if I just break it down here, taking into account the cost of everything that makes up a snow cone, you have the straw, cup, syrup, and ice. And so you can see there, if you're paying $50 for 5,000 straws, $40 for 1,000 cups, and $15 for a 2-litre bottle of syrup, the different prices there, that works out to just being 1 cent for the straw, 4 cents for the cup, 12 cents for the syrup, and 17 cents for the ice. And so overall, if you're selling your snow cones for $4, that's over 90% gross profit margin, which is really rare in any sort of business. And so based on the previous example that I just showed you guys, this one here, where we made $2,742 in sales, at that particular event, you'd make over $2,400 gross profit because the cost of goods are so low. So that's just to give you an idea of the profit margins. And then some of our other customers include Bunnings Warehouse. This was a Christmas event we did at Bunnings Warehouse. That was sales for $659. Zups, they invited us to the whole new car sales day, where they hired our setup, and they paid us $561 for that particular event. Griffith University, the Nathan Campus Show Day, where we had sales of $1,010. They hired us for that particular show day. Nudgee vs Terrace, Nudgee College, a really big school in Brisbane. We sold just over $2,700 and 467 snow cones, and donated $278 back to the school. And so, yeah, that's a list of a lot of our different customers, but there's also hundreds of others of just local Aussie clubs and schools that I haven't mentioned that we go to all around southeast Queensland, and you can see there just pictures there of some of our events. So, yeah, why I'm mentoring high school graduates. So the reason I'm mentoring high school graduates is because I want to create the same highly profitable business I was able to start when I was 17 for other kids. And my goal is to help young entrepreneurs learn, have fun, and make money in their first business. So why should you be interested? Because there are hundreds of events every weekend all around Australia with the same sales potential as the events I just showed you. So we've just been going to events in southeast Queensland, but there's events all around Australia with exactly the same sales potential as the events that I showed you. And so I'd like to teach 10 kids at the start of next year the exact systems I've created over 8 years to get into these events and be successful in their first business. And I've done it all myself. So I know exactly the exact system that you need to follow to get into those events. And here again, it's just a few places that we've been featured in, like the Northside Chronicle, Courier Mail, Anthill Magazine, Flying Solo, Brisbane Business News Magazine. This particular one was a letter from the Minister for Child Safety. So when we donated $100,000 cash back to local clubs and schools, the Minister for Child Safety just sent us through a letter and just saying that that we displayed remarkable initiative in establishing a business which also been used to support the community, and that you're an exemplary role model for young people in the community. So that was good to be endorsed by the Minister for Child Safety with a congratulations letter. And we've also been, 2 times my business awards finalists for best startup business and also best growth strategy business. And so now I'll just go over the 3 steps you need to run a highly profitable snow cone stand. And so there's three main steps. One's event research, 2 is contacting the market, and 3 is actually attending the event. And so step 1 with event research, this is where you'll be looking at, there's 2 different types of events that I've broken it down into. So one's $500 plus events, and these are sports carnivals, junior presentation days, school fetes, school in-house sports carnivals. And then there's $50 to $300 events, and these generally are markets, small festivals, sports club sign-on days, and senior home games. And so the goal on step 1 of in event research is just trying to research those $500 plus events on the internet. And step 2 is contacting the market. So there's 3 points here. So one's find who the event organizer is or who you need to contact on the committee. And then 2 is to present your offer. And 3 is follow up. And so the goal here is just to present an attractive targeted offer to the decision maker and then follow up consistently. And step 3 is then just attending the event. And so you want to be prepared when you attend an event. So you want to ask questions like how many kids are expected at the event, if there are any special directions to access the setup location, what the arrival time is that the event organizer would like you to get there. And so the goal is just really just to be prepared and be professional so your event runs smoothly. And so that's the 3 steps. And now the Snowy Joey mentorship course that I'll be running is going to be a 3-month intensive course. It's going to be starting on February 2nd, 2015. The course includes 1 fully branded snow cone stand, 5 module training course, 3 1-hour one-on-one coaching calls, so 1 per month over the 3 months, and 3 group coaching calls. So there'll be 1 per month as well of group coaching calls with the group of 10 students that enroll in the course. And so how are we different? So the reason that we're different from maybe someone like a franchise or a license is that we train you. So we're giving students a fully branded, compact, and easy to set up snow cone stand. 100% of sales and profit is going to be yours to keep. We're not a franchise, so you'll never have to pay any franchise fees or royalties, and we're not a license either, so you'll never be locked into having to buy supplies just from us. And compared to other, compared just buying a license or a franchise where you don't really get any substantive training in marketing and getting into events, in this course I'm going to be having a 5-module training course which will reveal a step-by-step marketing strategy that we use to finally get into big events. And plus just the one-on-one mentoring them, just make sure you're successful and you're doing everything right at the very start during your business. And so the training course, the How to Make $500 per Event training course, it's broken up into 5 modules. And so 1 is the only 3 tools you need to make $500 per event. 3, how to find profitable events. 3, how to find event organizers' contact information. 4, how to contact the event organizer about the value your service can provide to their event. 5, the 1 strategy you can use to automate bookings for your stand every weekend. And as a bonus, there'll be a template you can use to track, manage, and build your business into an asset you can sell for double or more later. Because you might not want to run this business forever. You may want to eventually just run it for a few years, and then maybe down the track you might want to sell the business. And so you'll have a template then to be able to track, manage, and build that business into an asset so you can sell it for double or more later. And so using the strategies in the course, this is how we got all our customers that I showed you previously. And here's another case study of Andrew, who came on board and has been running a Snowy Joey snow cone stand. He said, I made $540 profit in 1 day at an under-7 football carnival on profit share. So back when Andrew was part of the business, we were doing it on profit share. He'd keep 50% and he'd send us 50%. We don't do that any longer. But so on that day, Andrew actually made sales of just over $1,000. But just on profit share, he was able to make $540 just for himself. And so yeah, he said from day one, either phone call, email, or text straight away, I get responses. The Snowy Joey support is great. So that's Andrew's case study. And yeah, if you wanted to do it yourself, this is kind of what you'd need. If you wanted to just do it all yourself, these are all the different things you'd need to source and buy. So like snow cone machine, a base, table signs, sneeze guard, different sized bottles, a speed rack for the bottles, cup boxes, syrup boxes, different size eskies, a bin, drainage bottle, deep cycle battery charger umbrellas, blackboard signs, point of sale signage, trolleys to transport equipment, and t-shirts. You need different, like you need all these different things in a supplies box for out at your events. And yeah, just to source and buy everything yourself can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000, plus shipping, plus all your time to do that. And so yeah, what we're doing in the course is we're just giving the 10 students in the course a complete package. So you'll just get everything that I've just listed on the last 3 or 4 slides, and you'll get a complete stand that looks just like this. Pretty much exactly like this. You'll get this stand. It'll include every single piece of equipment, and you'll have everything you need to just get started and attend events straight away. The advantages of our stand are that it's battery operated. It's a battery operated snow cone machine that you can see there on the table, so you can take it anywhere. You don't need to be restricted to just a powered location, so you can set up in a lot better locations. The other thing is we have our own crystal clear machine base, so you can see there it's completely crystal clear, the base of the machine, so there's 360-degree view of the ice shaving, and that was designed by us. There's the compact 1.5 by 1.5 meter stands, as you can see there in the picture, so you can transport it in any standard car. So all you need is a standard car to transport the equipment, and you won't need a big van or mini truck to do this. And it's completely fully branded, so you don't need to pay a sign shop to design and get signage made up, because it'll all be branded and you'll have all that ready to go. And so yeah, here's just a comparison of the crystal clear snow cone machine base we have. So you can see there on the left, that's the machine that we've designed and manufactured, and then on the right, that's what a standard machine looks like that you can just find on the internet. So it's not completely crystal clear like we've got there on like the machines that we have there on the left. The other advantage is that yeah, you can pack it in just about any car. These are all the cars that we've packed the setup into. So the Daewoo Lanos there, we've packed it into that small car, a Daewoo Nabira, a Porsche 944, and a RAV4. It fits in all these different cars. So just about any car the setup will fit in. And then yeah, here I guess I just wanted to show you the learning curve. And so if you kind of go out and try and build a snow cone business by yourself, this is what it can look like. So these are my first ever 11 events that I went to. You can see there the average across the first 11 events I went to was $79 per event. That's how much I was making in sales, $79. But then just recently in 2014, on August 30 and 31st, on that particular weekend, we averaged $740 per event. So you can see there's a massive learning curve from when you're just starting out and you're not really sure what events to go to and how to get into events. That's the hardest part at the start. But then now that we've done it for so many years, nearly 9 years now, we've developed a system to be able to get into these high-paying events. And the more money that we make in the business, the more money we can donate back to the clubs and schools we attend as well. And so, yeah, the Snowy Joey Business Mentorship course, here's a recap. So it's a 3-month intensive course. You'll get 1 fully branded snow cone stand, 5-module training course, 3 one-hour one-on-one coaching calls, and 3 group coaching calls. And now the next slide will have the pricing for the course. And so, yeah, if you want to see pricing, if you just in the Google Hangout chat that you have there, if you just put yes or no, sorry, don't put yes or no, just type buy to see pricing for the business mentorship course. And then, yeah, I'll show you guys the pricing if you guys would like to find out what the price is for the course. So, yeah, it looks like there's a few people there in the chat just putting in buy. Yep, buy. Okay, cool. So, yeah, the price for the course is either 12 monthly payments of $997 or just a one-time payment of $9,970. And this is what you if you pay $100 deposit before this webinar ends, I'll also throw in these bonuses just for free. So I'll also give you guys $500 worth of free supplies, 3 extra 1-hour one-on-one coaching calls, lifetime access to the course content, and also lifetime access to the profit share partner program that I'll talk about in a second. And yeah, the bonus one will be $500 worth of free supplies. You'll get things like snow cone syrups, cups, straws, and other goodies all supplied for free to get your stand up and running. The other thing you'll get is 3 extra 1-hour one-on-one coaching calls, and so just to make sure you're on track and making progress every fortnight. So instead of one every month, you'll get 1 call every fortnight. The next thing is you'll have lifetime access to the course content, so you don't need to worry about being restricted access to the course content after 3 months. As I update the content, you'll get unlimited access. And also you'll have lifetime access to the profit share partner program. So if you're based around Southeast Queensland and you don't have an event to attend one day, you'll get access to a full list of our available events for you to choose any you want to attend on 60-40 profit split. So you get to keep 60% and you'll just send us 40%. And that'll access is just limited only to Snowy Joey students who come through the course. So that can help you out if you're based in Southeast Queensland. And so, yeah, if you'd like to purchase the course or just put down a deposit and then purchase the course next year in February, you can go to snowyjoey.com.au/buy and you'll get access to the $1,000 plus in products free as a bonus just for signing up now. And so if that's just the link there at the top, and then yeah, you'll just be able to enter your details, your credit card details, and then hit the button at the bottom, and then you'll have paid your deposit and you'll get access to the bonuses. So yeah, what to do now? So yeah, you can just go to that URL, pay a $100 deposit to reserve your spot, and it'll be 100% refundable if you apply and you're not accepted. Because once you've applied and put through your deposit, I'll just send you through a quick application form to apply for the course. And then if you're not accepted, then you'll get the deposit back. Step 2 is I'll send you, like I just said, a short online application form to apply. And then 3, I'll personally process all applications and you'll hear back from me within 72 hours as to the result. And now, so just some common questions people have been asking me. One is, where is the course venue? So it's a completely online course and includes 1 physical snow cone stand that'll be shipped to you. And all the calls will be done over Skype and Google Hangouts. So there's no physical location, no physical venue. It's a completely online course, and the snow cone stand will be shipped out to your house. The other question we've had is, during the 3-month intensive course, how many days and hours do I need to allocate? So at minimum, you need to be allocating 1 day during the week to marketing your business, plus time on the weekends to work your snow cone stand. So you could split that over the week, like you could just put in 2 hours each day during the week to market the business, or you could just allocate one specific day, and then you'll need time on weekends to work your snow cone stand at the events. The other question we've had is, what if I want to get started right now and not wait until the course starts in February? So for that particular one, you can just pay now. You can get the stand and then you can take the course in February. So instead of getting the course shipped out, getting the stand shipped to you in February when the course starts, you can just get it straight away by paying now. And then when the course content is released in February, you can get access to that then, plus the mentorship calls. Another question is, why is the course in February, not during the start of summer? And so the reason for this is that high school graduates finish at the end of November. And so the idea is just to give high school graduates a break after finishing school and then to start the course in February. And the other thing is just being summer versus winter. Most people think you sell more snow cones in summer, but actually winter's 3 times better just because of the different sports events that we target. Most of those are during the winter season, and they have the most kids participation. And so we usually do 3 times more sales during the winter season. And that's around the start of February, is when it starts getting really busy. Another question is, how does this course fit in with other school studies, or is it a course to be held at the completion of Year 12 studies? So the course is best done at the completion of Year 12 studies when students have at least one day they can allocate to marketing their business, with time on the weekends to work their snow cone stand. And so, when I started when I finished high school, and I ran the business while I was doing full-time university. So I see the best time to start is when kids are finishing high school. And then, what can I expect running my own snow cone stand? So let's see. So these are some of the things you can expect. You'll expect a stand that looks like this. Snow cones that look like this. Big long lines that look like this in the photo there. Lots of happy customers that look like this. This is a picture that I just took from behind the snow cone stand. And then, there's a quote in a Forbes interview, and it said, in 50 to 100 years from now, this was a question that Warren Buffett was asked. He was asked in 50 to 100 years from now, when people say Warren Buffett, what words do you want them to remember? And Warren Buffett's response was teacher. Almost anyone who's been successful has had a teacher. And so, this guy Warren Buffett, who's been very successful in the investment arena, he recognized that for almost anyone who's been successful, they've always had a teacher to guide them. And so that's what I guess I'm trying to do through this course. Be a mentor for kids coming through the course to be able to build their own successful business. And so, if you could, I guess, just let me know if you learned something new from the webinar. So if there were at least 2 actionable things you learned from this webinar, if so, just type yes in the Google Hangout chat, just so I know. Now, if you have any questions, you can just go to, you can just call our operations manager, Roseanne, on 0433 617 299, or just email me at chris@snowyjoey.com.au. And if you'd like to take advantage of the bonuses, make sure you go ahead and do that before the webinar ends. And that's just at snowyjoey.com.au/buy. And so you can reserve your spot and pay a deposit just on that link there. And I'll just answer anyone's questions now that anyone has through the Google chat. I'll just go over to Google chat now. Just check if anyone has any questions. No, it doesn't look like there's any questions in the chat. So that's the end of the webinar presentation now. If you guys would like to buy on that link, just go through there. And I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.